Welcome back to another episode of The Cure for Cowardice. In this one, I wanted to talk about being the student. Now, I, like most of us, have a lot of insecurities, and one of the biggest ones for me is when it comes to my intelligence. Now, that could be for any number of reasons. The point is, I don't like looking like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't like looking like an idiot. I don't like coming across as a fool. And like I've said many times before, growth happens outside of comfort. So one of the things that I'm doing personally is on topics where I want to get better and I want to grow, I'm eating a fat slice of humble pie, and I am asking what would be considered to be dumb questions. I'm putting myself out there. I'm joining events, groups. I'm reaching out to people directly, asking questions. And I'm more or less just saying, or just accepting, that because I am not where I want to be yet, I must learn, and the only way to learn is by being an empty cup. And that's something that I feel like is greatly underappreciated and underutilized, especially these days. And it's like, in the age of information that we're in, realistically, anything that you want to learn, you can get to a baseline level of knowledge with YouTube, Google, and the library. And just going about it like that, if you go into situations and you say right off the bat, hey, I'm new to this, here is my question, and you are continually asking questions and you are continually, genuinely trying to learn and grow, then you will get better. And not only that, but it may seem like you're lowering your status by asking what some might consider to be dumb questions, but you will be genuinely surprised by how accepting and how willing people within these communities will be to help. And not just that, but if somebody is an expert in whatever subject that you're trying to learn, and you reach out to them asking for help, then not only one, are you boosting their status and confidence and ability to teach by being a student, because one of the best ways to learn is by teaching, but number two, they're going to go so much further above and beyond to help you out as long as you are genuinely trying to improve. Now, here's the other side of this whole equation. Whatever it is that they give you as far as knowledge, techniques, just wisdom of any kind, you have to take it and you have to try and utilize it. Because if you reach out to somebody and you say, hey, I'm struggling with this, do you mind if I ask you some questions? 99 times out of 100, they're going to say, absolutely. What can I help you with? Then you ask your questions. If they give you an answer and you do not take their advice, you really think they're going to help you out next time you reach out? You really think that other people within that space that talk to them are going to help you out if you reach out? Nobody likes a bad student. People want a good student. People want somebody who's going to run with whatever it is they tell them and come back with results so that they can get further advice to then continue to grow. Now, if you are trying to do these things and you are showing, hey, I took what you said, I did this, here were my results, what's next? If you do that, especially if you are going to experts within the space, they're going to be so much more happy and willing to help even than they were on that first reach out. Because now you have proven to them that you are actually trying to get better at this. And despite what anybody says, everybody wants to be a good mentor. Because they were where you were at one point. And they remember what it was like. And so, I guess all of this to say, if you're trying to pick up a skill, if you're trying to get better at something, if you're trying to broaden your possibilities with whatever subset of skills it is, reach out to experts, ask the dumb questions, do your research first. If you can figure out your questions from a Google search, don't ask them, because all it's going to do is annoy them. But ask detailed, specific questions to your situation, give them context to the situation without writing them a book, and you will be genuinely surprised by the results. And then you take that expert advice, that critical feedback, you apply it, give it some time, especially if it's like a skill you're trying to learn, try it for like a week or two at the minimum, at the absolute minimum. Try it until you get to the point that you now need more direction or you run into more questions. And then come back to them and say, hey, thank you for your advice before. I tried it. Here's what happened. Here were my results. Here's what worked. Here's what I'm still struggling with. Do you think you could provide some further insights here? And like I said, they're going to be very, very, very happy, very willing to help. So, for those who are like me and who always want to be the smartest person in the room and have a hard time asking for help, just fucking ask, dude. You're never going to grow. You're never going to get past where you're at right now unless you're willing to eat some humble pie. So, anyway, I think that's what I got for now. I'll probably make something later, but I'll catch you all on the flip side.